Our southernmost counties have bore the brunt of this winter storm, with many seeing hours of snow.
We've dispatched our crews all over South Alabama to get a check on what's happening. And it's hard to believe one of the areas with the largest snow accumulation levels is just 20 miles from the Florida state line. WSFA First Alert meteorologist Amanda Curran is joining us in Andalusia tonight. Amanda?
Yeah, Mark, we just took a measurement before the 6 o'clock news started, and earlier this morning we really started to see snow really become more organized. I'd say right just ahead of the 9 a.m. hour. So a little bit of quick math. We're talking about 9 hours of on and off heavy snow with some light bits of snow in between. We're seeing upwards of 6 to 7 inches measurable around the hotel that we are currently located at. That's right off of US 84. You can see behind me, not only is it hard to get a measurement of the snow because of the fact that it is windy, but that's blowing snow off the roof of the hotel and all across the parking lot. As you can see, there's clearly no one behind us. The shopping center has been completely silent all day. We were able to walk around a little bit just to get a little bit of a better perspective of what's happening underneath this snow, because the snow itself, incredible just in the mass quantity of what we've seen here across parts of Covington County. You can see on radar how that heavy band of activity has really set up shop here in lower Alabama. But it's what's beneath the snow that I think is the most concerning of all, and the reason why all Covington County roads are closed tonight. Slushy areas, kind of mushy, wet snow that is melted because of tires running through it. Well, those are starting to instantly freeze, and more snow is being piled on top of it, which means it's a little deceitful. You don't really know what is underneath the snow, especially the fresh snow that has fallen. So that makes for really dangerous conditions, and as temperatures get colder, more of that slush is going to harden into sheets of ice tonight. We're talking why we anticipate almost all of these roadways to have major impacts and why you need to stay home tonight and how long you might need to stay home tomorrow. More updates from Covington County and Andalusia, Mark and Val, are coming up in just a couple of minutes.
Amanda, thank you so much. Most county roads all across South Alabama have been deemed impassable, according to local governments. And even the Alabama Department of Transportation says interstates and major highways are icing over as well, especially bridges. That means driving is dangerous and you are encouraged to stay home.
We turn north now to Butler County, where snow and ice have created dangerous conditions, particularly on Interstate 65, where we now know at least one person was killed in a 15-vehicle crash. Our Monet Stevens joins us live from Greenville. And Monet, what can you tell us about the conditions down there and also any update on the wreck?
Well, at last check, we checked in with Lieutenant Jeremy Burkett with the Alabama Law Enforcement Agency, and he told us that they're still trying to clean up that scene down there, but of course it's going to take some time due to the fact that there's ice on the road. So, of course, it's going to be difficult for those tow trucks to try to get down the road in a safe and timely manner because they don't want to get into a situation themselves. And, of course, with the temperatures that are dropping right now outside, there's a big difference between when it first started snowing today as to where it is now. I can actually kind of feel a little bit more in my bones now than I did earlier. And then as you look down right here at the driveway of where we're staying at, you can see that it's getting that slush, but that slush is starting to solidify. That's going to create some slick spots, and that is exactly what you're going to see at every road in Butler County, including Highway 185, including all the back roads, including East Commerce Street through downtown Greenville. So if you're not in an emergency, you don't need to be on the roads. Just stay at home, enjoy the snow for what it is, stay warm, enjoy a nice little bowl of soup, and we'll reevaluate tomorrow. If you really need to get out tomorrow and you need to just go ahead and reevaluate, wait until noon when we actually start to see temperatures rise a little bit and see if road conditions will get better. But if they don't, you might as well just postpone it to Thursday. Hopefully it'll get better then, but who knows? Back to you, Mark and Val.
All right, some good advice. Thanks a lot, Monet. And to Greenville's east, Pike County also blanketed in snow tonight. Our Julia Avant has been in Troy all day following the winter weather there. And how are you holding up, Julia?
Well, Val, let me paint you a picture. A couple hours ago, I was telling you that there was kind of mushy, and this was just slush out here. Right here, I made myself a little ice skating rink. This parking lot is ice. We actually had some people coming in to stay at this hotel, slipping and sliding, just trying to get into their parking spot. When we got here earlier today, there was nobody in this hotel. Now it's fully booked because people could not finish their voyage down 231. These roads are closed. They have closed them in Pike County. We've had people coming north and south of us. 2 military members actually trying to get to Enterprise to respond to them had to stay here. Couldn't make it a half hour more. We've had some collisions. We've had some blockages from tractor and trailers. 5 people are injured because of weather-related injuries. We also had someone injured over by Troy University taking part in all the fun in the snow. It is so important. I know that it's so fun. We haven't seen snow like this since 2014, but we have to stay safe. We have to stay aware. And most importantly, we have to stay off the road. Guys.
All right, thanks a lot, Julia. Pike County roads and bridges also considered impassable tonight, so if you can, stay inside.
Here in Montgomery, we are sitting on the northern edge of the snowfall. We still saw plenty of it, though, in the capital city, including downtown here at the WSFA 12 News studios. Our Simon Schuessler is joining us downtown with more on what we saw. Simon?
Yeah, Mark, here in downtown Montgomery, haven't really seen many flurries of snow in the past couple hours, ended around 2:30, 3 o'clock here, but that doesn't mean that the road conditions are not are back to being safe. They are definitely not. In fact, could get worse over the next couple of hours overnight, as our meteorologists have been telling you. I mean, temperatures are only expected to dip from here. It's already below freezing, so those roads are still deemed impassable, and there's been quite a few wrecks throughout, the southern portion of the state, including here in Montgomery County. A deputy on exit 16 on I-85 actually crashed on the on-ramp. That's near Pike Road, and there was also a sand truck being driven by AlDOT that was run into, and they had to decommission that truck and tow it away while they're trying to respond to this winter activity. Now, some updates from Montgomery Regional Airport. Flights have been canceled today, but as of now, they are expecting to resume activities starting around 7 a.m. tomorrow is their first flight there. Now, the warming shelter, as of a couple hours ago, only about 10 cots left. Who knows how many there are left now. But either way, still, if anyone needs to get into that warming shelter as these temperatures get even colder overnight, please bring them there. Be at the Crampton Bowl. It's going to be open until Friday because a little back and neck pain is definitely going to beat freezing out in these temperatures. Mark, Val.
Simon Schuessler with the latest from Montgomery. We can report both Delta and American Airlines do indicate that their first flights in the morning are still scheduled to depart. However, if you are on one of those flights, you'll want to check with the airline beforehand just to make sure that is still the case in the morning. Many schools, businesses, and local governments will be closed tomorrow. Many of them will not reopen until Thursday. We've placed a list of those closings for you at the top of our website, WSFA.com.